Dear friends, today I am going to discuss part B of paper 1 Patent Agent Examination 2018. Fine. So, part B is of 10 marks and consists of true or false type questions of 1 mark each. For each question, out of 4 options, only one option is correct. Answers should be given as A, B, C or D as given here in below. Fine. So age, when the statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. B is when the statement 1 is false, 2 is true. And option C is statement 1 and 2 both are false. And lastly, option D, this is for statement 1 and 2 both are true. Okay, so let us proceed with question number 31. Question number 31 has two statements. Statement 1 says, an application to the controller for the review of his own decision as per the Patent Act within the provision of prevailing patent rules shall be made in Form 24 within 1 month from the date of communication of such decision to the applicant or within such further period not exceeding 1 month thereafter, as the controller may on a request made in Form 4 stating all the grounds on which review is sought. So first of all, we will examine the truth or falsity of the statement, right? Truthness or falseness of the statement. So we know statement 1 is true. Okay. And next we will go to statement 2. An application to the controller for the review of his own decision as per the Patent Act within the provision of prevailing patent rules shall be made in Form 24 within 6 months from the date of communication of such decision to the applicant or within such further period not exceeding 1 month thereafter, as the controller may on a request made in Form 4 stating all the grounds on which review is sought. Fine. So friends, actually statement 2 is false, and why this will happen, we can refer for this rule 130, whose title is application for review of decisions or setting aside of orders of the controller, and Form 24 is application for review or setting aside controller's decision or order. So when we refer these two, that means one rule and one form, then we will be, or we can say we will surely reach at the truthness or falseness of the statements, and that's why the answer will be option A, that is statement 1 is true and 2 is false. Fine. Okay. Next one is question number 32. Company X is having place of business at US and filed initial application at USPTO, and after 6 months from the US application, the company has done some modification and filed another application at USPTO. Within 12 months from the date of first US filing, Company X filed an Indian application claiming priority from earlier two applications from US. Statement 1 is Company X is allowed only to claim pertaining to earlier priority, and therefore controller refused it. Statement 2 says Company X is allowed to claim both the priorities and priority date of the application is the date on which it was first disclosed. Okay, so when we observe this, we see statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. So the answer will be option B. Okay. Next one is question number 33. As per Act, claim or claims of a complete specification shall, number 1, relate to a single invention. Number 2, relate to a group of inventions linked so as to form a single inventive concept. Okay. So here both the statements are true, and that's why the answer will be D. Option D. Fine. Next one is question number 34. For any proceedings before the controller as per the Patent Act 1970, he shall have the powers of a civil court while trying a suit under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 in respect to following matters. Statement 1. Summoning of any person and receiving evidence on affidavits. Statement 2. Power for setting aside order passed ex parte on application made within the prescribed time and in the prescribed manner. Here the answer will be, or the option will be option D. That means both the statements are correct. Fine. Next one is question number 35. Statement 1 says applicant X and applicant Y file a patent application jointly before the Indian Patent Office. The application shall be examined on filing a request for examination within the prescribed time as per the provision of Act by either X or Y. Statement 2 says applicant X and applicant Y file a patent application jointly before the Indian Patent Office. The application shall be examined on filing a request for examination within the prescribed time as per the provision of Act by any other interested person Z. Fine. So here the answer will be D. D means both the statements are correct. Fine. Next one is question number 36. Statement 1 says, one thing I would like to tell you friends, that for question number 34, please refer section 77. What is section 77? You can refer it. And for question 35, you can refer section 11B, which is the title of request for examination. Fine. For section 77, you can refer the Patent Act. Fine. Okay. Next one is question number 36. Statement 1. As per the Patent Act 1970, the applicant mentions a biological material in the specification, and if such material is not available to the public, then the application shall be completed by depositing the material to an international depository authority under the Budapest Treaty, not later than the filing of the patent application in India, and reference thereof shall be made in the specification within 3 months from the date of filing of the application. Statement 2 says, as per the Patent Act 1970, if the applicant mentions biological material in the specification and if it is not available to the public, then he does not have to deposit the biological material to any international depository authority under the Budapest Treaty during the proceedings of the patent application. Here friends, answer will be A, because statement 1 is true but statement 2 is false. Fine. Next one is question number 37. Statement 1. As per the provision of the Patent Act 1970, a patentee may at any time after grant offer to surrender his patents. Statement 2 says, as per the provision of the Patent Act 1970, a patentee may offer to surrender his patents only after 3 years from the date of grant of patents. Okay. So the answer will be A, because statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Here for reference I have written section 63, its title is Surrender of Patents. Section 67 is the title of Register of Patents and Particulars to be entered therein. Okay. So, okay. Next one is question number 38. Statement 1 says, as per the provision of the Patent Act, a patent of edition shall be granted before the date of grant of the patent for the main invention. Statement 2 says, as per the provision of the Patent Act, the patent of edition shall not be refused on the ground only that the invention claimed in complete specification does not involve any inventive step having regard to any publication or use of the main invention described in the complete specification relating thereto. Answer will be option B, that is statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Fine. So this way we have only 2 more questions. Yeah. Question number 39. Amendment of an application for a patent or a complete specification or any document retains thereto at any time either before or after grant of the Just a minute, friends, I'll read it again. Amendment of an application for a patent or a complete specification or any document relating thereto at any time, either before or after grant of the patent as per the provision of the Patents Act 1970. Statement 1 says, shall be made by way of disclaimer, correction or explanation and incorporation of actual fact. Statement 2 says, shall be allowed though it describes matter not in substance or shown in the specification before the amendment. So the answer or option will be A. Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. The last question is question number 40. Statement 1 says, Mr. Rao is a researcher from a reputed institute of Bangalore and has filed one ordinary patent application before Patent Office, though he has published the same subject matter in an international journal 5 years back before the filing date of the above mentioned patent application, as he is confident regarding the fact that author of the journal and the patent applicant being same and his application shall not be refused within the provision of the Patent Act. Question number 2, statement 2 says, Mr. Rao is a researcher of a reputed institute of Bangalore and has filed one ordinary patent application before Patent Office, though he has published the same subject matter in an international journal after the filing date of the above mentioned patent application, as he is confident regarding the fact that the author of the journal and patent applicant being same and his application shall not be refused within the provision of the Patent Act. So here, friends, the answer or the option will be B, because statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Okay. So friends, this way part B of paper 1 of Patent Agent Examination 2018 is completed. So please go through my video, please share the video among your friends, and please subscribe my channel, friends. Keep interacting in my comment box, send me compliments, send me comments, send me queries, please interact. Okay friends, thank you so much for listening to me and thank you so much for watching my video. Okay, thank you so much. Stay safe, stay blessed.